Semper Fi, Marines, Chaplain Cash here at Headquarters Marine Corps. I want to talk about a battle some of you are fighting right now. In fact, it's a battle many young adults are fighting in our nation, and that's the fight against depression, despair, and for some, thoughts of suicide. The most common response that we hear from friends and family who care for us, and even our leaders, is that if we're struggling on this front, we should go see a mental health professional. And I understand that response, and it's good advice. But listen, mental health alone is not sufficient. It's not enough. If this is a battle in your life, then just as if you were in combat faced with an enemy trying to attack you, you need weapons. Now, bear with me. I don't mean weapons that are issued at an armory. In fact, I don't mean physical weapons at all. I'm talking about something far more proven and reliable, something that has the power to confront despair and bring light and life and healing. What weapons am I talking about? Well, the first weapon is faith. Now, Marines know something about faith and faithfulness. Semper Fidelis is, after all, our motto. But to be specific, the kind of faith I'm speaking about is a belief in something that's unchanging. I like how one man defined it. He said, faith is the art of holding on to things your reason has once accepted in spite of your changing moods. Here's something reasonable and reliable you can hold on to. You are loved. That's a truth. You are loved and you matter. For my own faith tradition, I would say you have been created by God for a special purpose in this life that only you can accomplish. Deciding to believe this, and it is a decision, is faith. The choice to believe is a mighty weapon against the despair and anxiety that life throws at us. Here's a second weapon to fight this battle: hope. That's right, hope. The assurance that no matter how bad things are, there is a way forward. This is huge. It means no matter what you've done, what's been done to you, even if you're in trouble and feel burdened with regret, there is a way forward. There's a clearing in the distance. Like faith, hope pivots on big truths that are unchanging. Here's one. This issue in your life, whatever it is not the verdict of your life. It's not. You see, hope comes alongside of us in the middle of a crisis, and it says things like, hey, this can get better. Joy is possible again. Peace and healing are real. Regret and pain can be overcome by forgiveness and faith. We sometimes hear in the military that hope is not a strategy. Let me gently push back on that and say hope is everything. And no matter what you're facing, you have reason to hope. Why? Because you are loved and you matter, and things can get better. The final weapon I want to share with you is love itself. To love is simply to will the best for another person, which means when we love others, we make decisions that bless and benefit others. One of the greatest ways you can love your family or your spouse if you're married, your children, your friends, your fellow Marines, one of the greatest ways we can love them is by living. That's right, choosing to live each day with their needs, their challenges, and their hopes in mind. You can even try a practical experiment, and I would challenge you to do this. The next time you're feeling down or downcast, just stop what you're doing and go find someone. Go find a Marine, a friend, a family member, coworker, and say something encouraging to them, something that recognizes their value, something that will breathe a little bit of oxygen in their sails, and watch what happens to your own mood and your own temperament. When we do this, we break the vicious cycle of self and we get outside of ourselves. If you can make this kind of thing a habit, life itself gets better. It's amazing what happens when we think less of ourselves and more of others. We find that those entanglements that we thought we could never get out of are not as bad as we thought. So there you have it. Hey, mental health is important and you should keep every resource in mind, but above all, fight. And fight with reliable weapons, proven weapons, faith, hope, and love. They will never disappoint. And finally, don't fight alone. Hey, see a chaplain. Chaplains are your friends who have but one purpose: you. We're not trained to pull triggers, drive ships, or fly jets. Our training, our calling, our summons is you, Marines, sailors, and families. Chaplains are men and women in uniform at or near your command who know something about the power of faith, the power of hope, and the power of love. And they also know something about one other great weapon, and that's the power of prayer. But I will let them tell you all about that. Enough from me, Marines. Fight the good fight, take up those mighty weapons, and live for others. Semper Fi.